Okay, welcome back to example 3 for motion under gravity. So they are telling us that a ball is thrown vertically upwards. So we're having a ball being thrown vertically upwards. I like students who always interpret questions using sketches. Reaches a maximum height of, so this is the maximum height it reaches, it is 31.25 meters. Find the initial velocity. They want us to find the initial velocity, and they also want us to find the time taken. So we know that that body is moving vertically upwards, so we are going to be having a negative acceleration. We already know why. We are given the displacement from the equation, which is the same as the height, as 31.25 meters, and they want us to calculate the initial velocity. So when this body attains this height, this is its maximum height it can attain possibly. So the velocity at that point is a 0. So the velocity at that point is a 0. So we are going to use an equation which has velocity and displacement. That is the third equation. Minus 2gs or h. So the initial velocity, the final velocity is a 0. The initial velocity is what we are looking for, minus 2 times 10 times 31.25. So we know that our u squared is going to be 2 times 10 times 31.25, and if you do everything correctly, you're supposed to get your u as square root of 625, which is a 25 meters per second square. So it is always very good to use sketches when doing these questions. Sketches are very important because they help you interpret the question. You can see I've put an arrow to help me identify that it's moving vertically upwards. Let's look at another Roman 2, which says the time taken. Now the time taken, I'm going to use an equation that has the time, means that it can be the first equation or the second equation. So let me use the first equation because I've already got the initial velocity. So the velocity at this point will be a 0. The initial velocity, I've already got it as 25 minus 10 times t. So this becomes 25 is equal to positive 10t. I've taken this over the other side. So I can divide throughout by 10, and I can have my time as 2.5 seconds. There you go. Then the time taken to return to the hands of the observer is going to be, it goes and then it comes back. So the time taken from here to this point is the same time taken from here to this point. So the total time it takes for the entire motion is the time it goes and comes back to the observer. So that is going to be twice times the time taken to reach a maximum height, which is 2 times 2.5, which is 5 seconds. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we continue our Senior 3 video series, Motion Under Gravity.